characters. It's going to be a great story written, like all that. And that movie was like okay, but it wasn't Django. It wasn't Pulp Fiction.
Right,
it wasn't Inglourious Bastards. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that.
Yes.
So I'm like, fuck, man, there's another one that didn't hit for me. And there's another movie that I seen. So Chucky didn't do it for me.
Right.
That was trash.
Wasn't that bad? I was excited for that too.
I was too. Like I was a big Chucky was probably my like out of all the horror movies growing up watching.
That was your one?
That's the one that struck fear in my heart. Like I remember I had a Chucky doll. I had a My Little Buddy doll. It was a little black doll, My Little Buddy. And I remember seeing Chucky, and I remember burying him in the bottom of my toy chest. Never seen him again after that. And I was like, fuck this. But Chucky's one of those movies that did it for me. Again, trash. Lion King. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, you were very happy with that one.
I'm still pissed.
Yep, that
I'm
bad?
still pissed.
That bad. Huh?
That was that bad. Like, you took my favorite Disney movie and... I'm not even going to talk about it because it's going to make me frustrated.
I've seen some of your comments. I kind of know what you were talking about.
Yeah. I digress. Aladdin was decent. And then the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood didn't do it for me. So now the Joker is kind of like my last hope. And
yeah, that might be it.
From the reviews that I've been reading, and I read that it got like an 8-minute standing ovation at one of the festivals. And I got a lot of hope for it. And I'm going in it with an open mind, not trying to compare it to the Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah.
Because right now, that is my Joker.
Right.
That is the Dark Knight is my favorite live action superhero movie, period. No matter, like, Avengers, all of them. Like, it's top of the list. Like, you can't top that for me just because of Heath Ledger's performance as a Joker.
I can agree with that, yeah.
Like, that was a once in a
lifetime. I still watch that movie 10, 11 years later, however long it's been.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh shit, I missed that the first
time.
Yeah.
Like this is like little mannerisms, like how he just lick his lips.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. Like I'm like, man, that is fucking phenomenal acting. And I'm hoping that I can't forget to do his name. Is it how you pronounce his name? Phoenix? I know his last name is Phoenix.
I think it's Joaquin Phoenix, they pronounce it.
Okay.
I used to pronounce it Jaquan, but I think it's Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay. So
he's good at those weird movies.
I heard he was really good.
He's really good at playing those weird roles. What was it? I didn't see the movie, but the one where he fell in love with his computer. He did a movie where he fell in love with his like a computer or something like that. It was called Her.
I don't think I've seen it. I know what you're talking about though.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I didn't see that though.
But he's really good at those weird roles, and like I've enjoyed all the previews that I've seen for this Joker movie.
Yeah, I have too.
I am. And, Joker's been played by a lot of great people, too. And yeah, Heath Ledger is kind of our generation's, but I feel like this Joaquin Phoenix one could be the next generation's one.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Like our parents' generation grew up with Jack Nicholson,
right.
And that's still a very highly touted one.
Right.
We grew up with the animated series where Mark Hamill voiced him.
Yes.
But I think this one, it's just a new take, and I'm glad that everybody who attempts the Joker has a vastly different take on him.
Yeah, they do.
The Cesar Romero one back in the 60s, very different take. More, it just feels like that era, and then you get the Tim Burton.
He's that gangster Joker.
Yeah, essentially. But he's just, kind of like what more so what like Jared Leto tried way too hard to do.
Right. I hated that Joker.
Oh, don't even get
I hated that
It was
Joker.
So bad. Yeah. Oh, God. But yeah, I like what they're doing with this. I like that there's no immediate connection with Batman. At least that's been revealed yet. And they're gonna give him a standalone movie that I think is going to make
is well overdue. First of all, Joker should have had a standalone movie.
Yeah, they wanted to do that with Jared Leto, and I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah, I'm so glad they didn't.
Yeah,
but I got a very it's to the point now. Like I got the little 10-second clip where he's like dancing on the stairs and he jumps down and he does like the little snap and then he like I watched that like 15 times in a row just trying to pick up like little nuances from it every time I watch it.
I feel like this one's going to be like one of those psychological,
Yeah.
I'm
so looking forward to it, man. I'm so looking forward to it, and I'm hoping this movie saves it for me. I still got to see it too. I think that's going to be a good one. I heard that was really good.
I've gotten mixed reaction, but some people are like, I know some of the people who I've heard from are sticklers when it comes to horror movies. Yeah. Like they're horror movie podcasters and stuff like that. So, but I definitely want to see that too. There's a lot, man. I like that there's so much to choose from when it comes to movies. I just wish the quality was up to snuff all the time. And I get it. Everybody has different tastes too. It's hard to appeal to different people.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But there's I don't know. I feel like in 2019, film has been around for almost 100 years. And just about 100 years now, if not a little bit longer. But like movie film, I feel like there's people try to reinvent the wheel too much sometimes, and it just does not pan out.
Yeah, there really hasn't been any like originality anymore. Like originality everything seems to be like carbon copies of everything else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you want to do remakes of older movies, and that's cool and all that you want to do that. But at some point I get tired of it. Like they're coming out with a Bad Boys 3 movie next year, and I'm going to go see it.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like I love Will Smith.
Boys,
exactly.
Yeah.
I love Will Smith. I love Martin Lawrence. I love the first 2 Bad Boys. Bad Boys 2 is like an all-time favorite of mine.
Great movie.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, come on, man. These dudes are fucking old now. They're not going to be fucking fighting crime and getting into gun battles and diving.
You see the one meme where they said, I need a second.
That's when you know it's funny.
He said that they clicked on the trailer for Bad Boys 3. They thought it was an old still of Big Mama's house.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes, I have seen that.
It was just a really bad Martin Lawrence angle, and I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that.
It just doesn't look right, man. Like Martin got fat, man.
Yeah.
He got fat. He's not a cop no
And
more.
I get it. We all get fat.
Yeah,
but yeah,
we all fat.
I hope they make a lot of weight jokes. Like I kind of hope that they allude to that a little bit. But
they got to,
yeah.
man. But
like that movie was long hyped up.
And then it's so like the Bad Boys 2 came on in what, 2003, 4, 5,
time.
6, one of those damn years. It's been too long.
I think it was probably
you got like a 15, 16 year gap now. Like, come on, man. Now they talk about like a Matrix 4.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I'm looking forward to it, but it's still like, come on, man. Like I waited this long to come out with it.
I need a new.
You got to come up with something different. Yeah, if you're going to do it, come up with like a whole new concept.
Yes.
Like the Matrix. The Matrix trilogy is probably my favorite trilogy of movies.
Is it?
Yeah, like the Matrix 1, like that's probably my second favorite movie of all time.
Okay.
Like Jurassic Park was my favorite movie. Matrix 1 is my second favorite movie. But the Matrix trilogy is my favorite trilogy.
Right.
Okay. So now that they're coming out with 4, I'm definitely excited for it. I'm going to go see it. I'm going to be dressed in all black and wearing sunglasses. You know what I mean? I play the part.
Red pill, blue pill.
Right? Exactly. I'm taking the blue pill. I'm lying. But, yeah, man, it's just one of those things where it's like, yo, you just gotta let these movies go. Like you ended the Matrix 3. I thought they ended it really well. Okay, so now where do you go from here? Like Neo's gonna be brought back from the dead now. Like where do you go? Like I'm gonna keep an open mind, obviously.
Yeah, you have to,
because you're gonna see what happens. But I don't know, man.
I
just want some originality.
I agree, because they tried to bring back like these, like you said, Chucky. They brought back it. They brought back,
and it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
The first It was really good.
It.
The first It and the remake It,
yeah,
was really good. But they've done movies like they did the Dumb and Dumber, and it's like why'd you bring that back?
There's no point.
They've done like Three Stooges, and I was like, why? And there's been some other ones too. I'm just like, don't try. Oh, I'm not a big fan of the new Star Wars movies.
You know what? Me neither. I'm
not excited for 9.
With the Star Wars movies, the one that I've liked the most wasn't even like a Star Wars movie. It was Rogue One.
Yes.
That's been the best one. And
I think that I would prefer that they did that. And I'm just one person, but I grew up loving Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like I used to have a whole box full of unopened figures.
Yeah.
And I used to read all the books and all that. Loved Star Wars. Like infatuated with it as much as I am with football right now. And a lot of other things.
It's like a religion.
It was. Mm-hmm. It certainly was. And like I was excited. I grew up during the time of the new trilogy, the prequel trilogy, and people shit on those movies, but I thought they were great.
I thought it was phenomenal too.
I did too. Episode 3 is my favorite of all time, of all those movies.
Yeah, when you can see Darth Vader become Darth Vader,
yeah,
that's fucking dope.
Like it was cool. Like you knew it was going to happen, but you never knew how it all happened.
Right.
You got light explanations in the original trilogy, but nothing. You could not imagine what was seen. Great movie. But then, it went away for a little while, and then they're like, oh, cool, we're going to do 7, 8, 9. I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. They could do something. 7 I liked, even though it was essentially a ripoff of
4. 4, yeah, 4, yep.
Essentially a ripoff of 4.
It's a newer Hope.
Yes, yeah. Yeah,
that's basically what it was.
A newer Hope. I love that phrase. And I was like okay with it. I'm like, oh, this Kylo Ren guy, he's pretty cool. There's some cool story that you can do here. And then I went to go see 8. Like I took a day off of work to go see 8. It was a Saturday, granted, but my family, what they like to try to do, like everybody, aunts, uncles, cousins, we tried to go see a movie together around that time, and Star Wars was that one. And we went to go see 8, and like I walked out of the theater, I'm like, what was that?
Right.
Like, I had no feeling. Like I didn't love it. I might have hated it, but I just had like no feeling. Like I talked to my Uncle Jerry, I've always been able to talk to him about Star Wars stuff, and he was like, yeah, I didn't really care for that. Mm-hmm. It was just so bad. The writing, the storyline, it was just so bad. So much wasted time, so many stupid plots, and it just didn't make any sense. So 8 drove me nuts. But Rogue One was really cool. I'd seen a little bit of Solo.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, did you see Han Solo?
Seen Solo. I was indifferent about it. It's just like, maybe I'm just just set my old ways, but it's like, you can't really replace Harrison Ford.
Right.
This movie would have been cool years ago. And you deal with like so many characters, and Marvel does it really good. When they expand on movies, they use a lot of familiar characters, and some of these movies just haven't done that. But yeah, I have no interest in episode 9, like going to see it, and it hurts. It sucks because knowing how much Star Wars meant to my childhood. But I'm not gonna. I'll wait for it to come out on Netflix, I probably won't have Netflix by that time. Disney Plus will be out.
That Disney Plus is crazy.
I'm so excited for it.
But I feel you on that one, man. Like, it's just like a lot of these movies, they just want to squeeze as much money out of the series as possible.
Yeah.
And like you said, like, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but I do enjoy the movies.
Right.
Like, I enjoy the original Star Wars movies. Like, Darth Vader is an all-time villain.
Hell yeah.
Like, you think of, like, you hear that bum, 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 bum. You know who that is. Even if you've never watched Star Wars in your life, you know who that is.
Exactly.
Who that music is for.
Dude, I will sit around hours on YouTube and watch Star Wars Theory.
Seriously.
Which is a cool YouTube channel, and they go like, oh, what if Anakin, what if Obi-Wan and Yoda saved Anakin when he got caught in the flames of Mustafar, like with this and that. Like, that's how much I love it. I love that old stuff, but yeah, the new stuff, not for me. It's not made for me.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of think. It's not. Yeah, it's just not my Star Wars.
Yeah, I feel
anymore.
you. Like, I like when when they got the original Star Wars classics.
Yeah.
And then they went back, okay, we're going to reboot it. We're going to tell the stories of how all this led up to this. I'm all for that. And they did an excellent episode 1, fucking phenomenal. Like Darth Maul. This dude got
cool.
He got a double lightsaber. Like, who doesn't like that? And he's whooping ass. Like,
it was like my favorite thing. Everybody was him in Halloween.
Yes. Yeah, exactly, yo. I was a Jedi like 3 years in a row. Super Jedi. That was fucking dope. Episode 2, Anakin's growing up now. Yeah. This dude's jumping out of
Wars. You get Yoda and a lightsaber.
Yeah, man. Yoda, you seen Yoda kicking ass? You never seen that before. This little green dude fucking shit up.
Bouncing around.
Yeah,
I laughed the first time I seen it, but I was like, that's cool as shit.
You got fucking Samuel L. Jackson out there kicking
Swing
ass.
Lightsaber, finally.
And motherfucking people to death.
Off camera.
Off camera. And then episode 3 was phenomenal, man. Like, you seen the transition of Darth Vader.
Yes.
He got the hood up, man. He ain't got the suit just yet, but he's Darth Vader.
Yeah.
He did the force choke for the first time on his wife.
And and it's like, this is really cool because you know the backstory. You know the man behind it. And then now you can go watch that original trilogy and it means that much more.
Yeah,
There's
man.
that much more emotional investment.
Let me ask you this. When you're watching the original, the 6, I should say.
Yeah.
Episode 1 through 6, how do you watch it?
I was actually hoping you were going to ask that. I was actually taught a certain way to do it. It's called the I forgot, some kind of cut. It's a Danny Trejo movie too. Something. Oh my god, I can't think of it. But anyways, I was taught to watch it 4 and 5. You can. 1 is optional, but I do 1, 2, and 3, and then 6.
Why that way?
Kind of as a complete story. I mean, you kind of, here you got 4 is the original, right? The OG, and it's kind of the basis of the rest of the trilogy. Then
right.
You go see 5, and it ends with the revelation that Luke is Darth Vader's son.
Right.
So now, I mean, you've kind of seen it, but dumbed down a little bit in other forms of entertainment, but like a flashback scenario. Oh, okay, there's this connectedness.